Hey guys, welcome back. So now we're gonna talk about the PvP tier list, right? So I did one for the PvE, now we're gonna talk about PvP and only PvP. Obviously I'm gonna base this tier list on Diamond uh, League, not below, because below you can, I mean I will do it a bit on everything, but mostly on Diamond and what you're gonna encounter in the Diamond League. So first of all, Evelyn, I mean C tier. Like you maybe gonna use her for some fun nuke teams, but you won't see her that much. Light brand, A, just because if you build him very tanky, he still makes damage on HP percentage, and he gets that passive or ascension buff that you get immunity for 1 turn when your HP drops, which is really OP. But obviously it's a light character, you need to be very lucky to get him. The Dark Aurak, his S tier, is just broken. If you put him on a stun set, obviously every turn, like every turn starts, he have like a 20% chance, I think, to stun someone. His ultimate is a bit like the Fire Aurak, but also it's silence. So if you have like a nuke team and he just hits the right character, like their team is just dead. Brand, same S tier, especially if you ascend him to 2 stars. His shields are just broken. Then you put him obviously like HP 8 and death gear. And yeah, and like even his ultimate, he just cleans everything. So all the defense breaks, stuff like that, just gone. Torren, S tier. He's just like, he can just heal from 0 to full HP. You can also set him like full HP, death, resistance gear. Uh, you can nuke him. Obviously, I mean you can, but you need like very specific characters and an amazing gear. Zatlux is B. Wintrix is A. Most nuke teams are running her, so then you can put nice stats, crit damage, crit rate, attack on your nukers, and you don't have to focus on speed. And then you just bring her and obviously you go first. The only issue against other nuke teams is you need to outspeed them, right? If your win tricks is too slow, well you will just die, and then you need to bring a death HP team to counter that. Hakrim, S tier, uh, like this team, like if you have those four and you gear them very well, I wouldn't say it's impossible to kill them, but it's really hard, especially if you bring Mitasia. But we're gonna get there. William, trash for PvP. The like Aurak is okay-ish. You can find him in some teams. Obviously, it's hard to get them, so you won't see him that often. But for PvP, he's really annoying and really good. So again, he will go into like a tank HP dev team. Light Nicholas is B tier for nuke teams. Obviously, you need to have him and you need to be lucky. For example, my team, I run him with Uriel and Natalie, and I just basically nuke every single team. Obviously, Lycan and Dark got buffs now, so they hit even stronger on normal elements, so even better. Abaddon, trash. Dark Necklace goes to A. Basically, you can also run him in your dev HP teams, and since like yeah, you can kill him easier because obviously you're gonna run him attack crit damage crit. But if you have like a reviver like Metasia behind it, or even you can run the spell to revive a hero for 1 turn, he can still one-shot everyone in their team if it's a nuke team. But if you run him with the HP dev team, you might lack of resistance or persistence. Like they just kill him and that's it. You only have 3 heroes. And if you put like 3, 4 nice HP dev, they're gonna die from the towers. Metasia, S tier, again, those champions are just broken. Like everyone, like if you go into diamond and all the defenses you're gonna see is those because you can't really nuke them. Like you can, but you need like a god equipment, and obviously you need god heroes like Uriel, Natalie, but fully ascended and stuff like that. She's C tier. Like she has the potential to nuke just one character, like a water character. But again, you need a god tier. Evra is B tier. You can run her in nuke teams against a lot of water elements. Hector, no. Her, no. B tier. You can run her nuke teams against earth elements. Metasia is trash. Like her damage is just not there. Tia is A tier. You can also run her in dev teams or nuke teams. She has an amazing control. If you put her in a stun set and her ulti, you have like a double chance to either freeze or stun someone. She's really good. Ciara, B tier, you can also run her in the nuke teams, but her ultimate doesn't do that much damage if you don't stack it. You mostly run her for her passive, that if you drop someone below 50%, obviously she's gonna make that AoE, right? Lydia, B tier, her dodge is good. You can take her for nuke single targets, but still like it's a 50-50, right? I wouldn't recommend him. Very trash. Aurak, C tier. You can run him for nuking like for example Metasia to counter Metasia or maybe Brand, but I don't know. I didn't see a lot of teams, and the problem is since it's not like AoE, like not group damage. Even if you kill her, you'll lack damage for the other heroes after. Natalie is A tier. She's an amazing nuker. If you run her properly with Wintrix, she gets like one additional buff. So again, like 10% more attack. Like she's just amazing. Obviously, if you run her against like Metasia, she won't do much damage with Metasia. But then again, a nuke team is you should either compose it from for like light elements or elements to counter at least two characters in the team. Because when you go and fight against Death HP team, the main purpose is to eliminate at least two, and then you can deal with two other ones. But if you fail to kill at least two of them, and there's like three heroes left, and most probably most of the defenses have also the spell to revive one hero for one turn, your nuke team will not survive more than 2 rounds before you die, and with their resistance, like you will just not outkeep their healing and defense, etc. Connor is B. His his usually he's used for people who run nuke teams because you can build him to not outspeed Wintrix, but you can run him to outspeed every hero after the buff from Wintrix. So let's say you have Wintrix, you use her, you go first, but then if your Connor is like at that 180 or 200, even with the buff, my Natalia will be slower than him. That's why in the nuke teams, the best option is to run the stun and the attack buff. And obviously the death break, but I will explain you later why I don't run it. She's trash. She's also A tier. Her shields are also OP. I would even consider maybe her S tier if you don't have Mitasia. Like you can put her there for the shields, and then like the Tauren has the time to recover his heals. Like together, it's really hard to kill. Trash, trash. B tier, I would say, but yeah, again, just against nuke teams because even if they kill him. If he can get revived by the spell that you can choose, and if he just gets the win tricks, because I mean, 100% of the time in nuke teams they'll have win tricks, he will kill her. And even though he died because it's just a one turn revive the spell, he'll still get the passive from killing Wintrix and then he will still come back again. Zetlin, bad. Light Zachary is C. He is good for against some nuke teams. You won't really use him against like HP dev teams because yes, he ignores the defense, but since he doesn't crit, you won't make 20-30k damage anyway. Light BRC, some teams they also run it because of the invincibility, no, invulnerability buff. But the issue is he's really squishy. Like I never had that issue in one-shotting him. His trash, trash, trash. His S tier, I would say, because again, you can run him really HP dev, really buffy, like really very often I kill easier the Tauren rather than him. And he also makes damage makes it on his max HP, so it's just perfect for death HP death. Thomas here, she's trash. Him you can use in some nuke teams because you can use his ultimate double in one round. So if you manage to bring someone to 50%, his passive is to grant you another. First of all, you reset the ultimate and it grants you one turn. Trash, 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 trash. Uh, yeah, no, trash, trash, trash. A tier. Even though an elite, he's also used but a lot of whales because if you give him a god tier equipment and death resistance HP, he deflects the attack. So he sends back like, I don't know, I think 20-30% of the attack done to him. So even like if you have a nuke team and you're not able to nuke him, every time someone attacks him, you lose HP. And most of the nuke teams, they don't have like a healer or don't even run the heal spell. So they just basically die because of him. Valuk trash, trash, trash. She's B tier because sometimes you can do the same strategy as Connor. You can build her very fast. So even if Wintrix buffs the speed for the nuke team, she can still go before them and she'll basically taunt the whole team of nukers. So they won't kill or damage your team. She's trash, 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 trash. C tier. You can use her also as a nuker, but Natalia is just way better. Andre is trash, it's not worth it. Trash. Maria is C tier. Obviously, in Arena, the light beer is better, but you can also try and put Maria to go the last, or that like you can put her very fast, uh, hopefully to outspeed minions the nukers once Wintrix speed them. So she puts the invisibility, and since everyone else will be very slow, they will go after the nukers. Obviously, like it's very easy to counter this in arena, but still they will have to lose at least one AoE attack, and which obviously will mean that they won't be able to nuke your dev team. His trash, 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 and Uriel. For me, his S tier in Arena. Again, LD, you need to be lucky to get him. Personally, I use him in my nuke offense team, so I use him, Light Nicholas, Wintrix, and Natalie. So basically, he has like the element advantage. So regardless which def HP team they have, he will still like go hard and crit on them. And he puts a death break, so you don't need to choose like a summon or spell of death break because he just puts it. And obviously, since it's a light element and they were buffed now, you have the plus 30 to precision or focus. So yeah, if you want like a proper buffy dev team, which is like 90% of dev teams right now in Arena is four of those. Mostly they always run either the Torrent if they have them or Metasia if they have them. Obviously Metasia being top one, so if you have her, you don't really need to run the Torrent. And it's basically Metasia, Hakrim, Bran, Orc, or Metasia, Hakrim, Bran, him, the Green Dwarf. Those are like 90% of the deaths right now in Diamond and above. In terms of nuke teams, obviously Wintrix will be always top one, and then you have, I don't know, Wintrix, Natalie, Valeria, Evra. Her, it really depends. Like you need, like obviously, if you're lucky enough to get them all, you can change and choose based on which elements they have the most. But just bear in mind that if any team have Metasia, you always need to focus on her. So most of the cases you need to bring someone either earth or fire element, but then you might have issues in killing Hakrim or maybe Toren. Like again, this currently is the meta game, the tank game, because what they do against nuke teams, basically you like there's 10% chance that you have the gear and the characters and the ascension to do enough damage to nuke them, and then they just kill you over the time. And against other tank and dev teams, you're just gonna die from the towers because obviously this game can go for like 20 rounds HP versus HP, and you're just gonna die faster because you're gonna get hit by the towers harder and harder over the time. So yeah, guys, that's the current PvP meta in January 2022. Obviously, the patch notes come every week, every 2 weeks. So let's see. I didn't add the new hero because no one tested him yet. So most probably I will update this tier list like every 2 weeks or every month. Yeah, that's it, guys. Again, if you want, join me on my Twitch channel. I'll be dropping more and more videos about mid-end game, just to help you. Put comments if you have any questions. And yeah, guys, see you soon in another video.